Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel Beadlot. In this video, I will be making a black beaded spider necklace, just in time for Halloween. You will need the following materials to create this design. Let's get started. Grab a ruler and the 20 gauge wire. Cut approximately 6 to 7 inches length of wire. This will be the spider's legs. Cut 4 equal lengths of wire. We will be folding these wires in half to create the spider's 8 legs. Set the wires aside for now. Grab your ruler once again and cut approximately 4 to 5 inches of 20 gauge wire. This will be used to create the spider's body. You can set this wire aside now too. So let's begin with creating the spider's leg first. Grab one of the 7-inch wires and grab your wire looping pliers. Position the pliers in the middle of the wire. Begin folding the wire over the smallest barrel size. Fold halfway to the right and halfway to the left until you create a loop in the middle. It should look something like this. Now we can begin adding our beads. Grab 3 pieces of 3x2mm faceted beads and start beading them onto the wire one by one. Next, you will need to grab a 7x5mm black teardrop bead. Slide it onto the wire. Grab a 4mm daisy spacer bead next. This will add some separation between the black beads. Grab another 7x5mm teardrop bead, but this time slide it onto the wire facing the opposite direction. Add a 4mm daisy spacer bead. Then add a 4mm faceted round bead, followed by another 4mm spacer bead. Next, you will add a 6x5mm faceted bead, followed by another 4mm spacer bead again. Then add another 4mm faceted round bead, followed by another daisy spacer. Grab another 7x5mm teardrop shaped bead. Slide it onto the wire, pointy edge facing up. Add another 4mm daisy spacer. And add your final 3x2mm faceted bead. To finish the leg, you will need to grab your round nose pliers. Set it against the last bead and then fold the wire. Cut any excess wire that is sticking out past your finger. Now you can begin forming a loop with your round nose plier in order to secure the beads in place. Make sure the loop is completely closed. Once complete, this is what it should look like. Continue the same beading pattern on the other side to finish off the spider's legs. Grab another 7-inch wire to start the next leg. Place your wire looping tool in the middle of the wire. Once again, fold the wire over the smallest barrel size until you create a loop in the middle of the wire. Now we can begin adding some beads. Continue the same pattern as on the previous leg. We can fast forward this part. Now that all the legs are complete, let's grab the 5-inch wire we cut earlier. Set the legs aside until we create the body of the spider. We will be creating an eye pin from this wire. Grab your round nose pliers and begin creating a loop. Grab your flat nose pliers and begin wrapping the wire around the base of the loop approximately 2 to 3 times in order to secure it. Cut any excess wire using your wire cutters. Begin adding your beads. Add a 4mm daisy spacer and then add a 15x10mm faceted oval bead, followed by another 4mm spacer. This will be the spider's torso. Now we are ready to start adding the legs. Grab the first set of legs and slide it onto the wire facing down. Grab the second set of legs and slide it onto the wire facing down as well. Slide the third set of legs onto the wire facing in an upward position, followed by the fourth set of legs facing up as well. Add an 8mm faceted round bead. This will be the spider's head. Finish it off by adding a final 4mm daisy spacer bead. We are ready to secure the beads in place now. Position your round nose pliers on the wire tight against the last bead. Begin folding the wire by bending it to the left. Then fold the wire over the round nose plier to create a loop. Using your flat nose pliers, begin wrapping the wire around the base of the loop. You will need to wrap it around several times in order to secure the beads. Wrap it as tight as possible in order to secure the legs in place. You don't want them to be able to wiggle around if you want a sturdy piece. Once you cut the excess wire, you should use your flat nose pliers to flatten any wire sticking out. Now that all the beads have been secured, you can adjust and bend the wires to mold your spider's legs into a more uniform look. You can use your flat nose pliers to adjust the base of the wire since we will be attaching a chain to these loops later. Grab your ruler and some silver cable chain. Cut approximately 18 inches of chain. Split the chain in two. We will be adding a jump ring and a lobster clasp to these chains. Grab your first chain and add the jump ring to it. Grab your second chain and add your lobster clasp to it. Now we can add the chain to the first leg on the left. Attach the chain to your wire loop using your flat nose and long nose chain pliers. Repeat the same step on the right as well. Attach your chain to the first leg's loop. And that's it! Our beaded spider necklace is complete and ready to be worn. Perfect for Halloween or any time you're feeling a little dark and mysterious. Feel free to get creative with your bead choices and personalize this design to match your unique style. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching and happy beading!